Hey, Bruchim Aboyim, welcome everyone. Every Friday we try to make a shir on the Sefer Aryeh, or one of the Sfarim from the Maharal of Prague, who's my holy ancestor. And my son who's in the back is his holy ancestor too. So it says, V'yasev Elohim es ha'am derech hamidbar yamsuf v'chamushim alu v'nei Yisrael me'eretz Mitzrayim. And God caused the people to turn around, go surrounding, make a circle around the way of the desert of the Sea of Reeds. And then there's a strange word, v'chamushim, and it's chamushim it's not chamushim, it's chamushim. Chamushim, alu, went up the children of Israel from the land of Egypt. So Rashi explains, "Chamushim and chamushim el muzionim." The word chamushim means they were armed. They had weapons. Avram, you like weapons, right? Lefisha sibun b'midbar, because he made them go around the desert. Hu garam lahem sha'alu chamushim. Rashi says that, so therefore they needed to be armed. If they went through an inhabited area, then they would not be armed. Everything they need, rather like one who passes from one place to another place. And he's going to buy what he needs there, meaning if they're going through the city, they could stop at the gun shop in the city, or the sword shop. But when you're going out in the wilderness, you got to bring with you, when you're going camping, you got to bring out everything you need. This scripture is only coming to break the ear, to just make the ear hear something. Because you're going to wonder, you shouldn't wonder, the end of this week's Parshas, the war with Amalek. And then there's later on the wars of Sichon and Og and the Midianites. Where did they have weapons? That they were able to smite their enemies with the sword. And it also says in the first chapter of Joshua, and you should pass over chamushim, which is translated as armed. That they were aroused as how ready. They were more than zeros. They had zrizas. They were ready. They were excited to go and fight, whatever. As it says in Genesis 14, and that when Abraham, he mustered up the troops, Zares, also the same thing, and that they went up mustered. They were not mustered, they eat mustard like generals, like soldiers, soldaten. But there's another explanation. Chamushim echad mechamisha yatzu v'arba chalakim mesa b'shleishes yemei afela. It's a medrash, which means it's a homiletical interpretation. Is that chamushim means 1 out of 5, but the thing is that the shin in chamushim doesn't have a dogesh in it. It's a shin rafa and not a shin kosher. So it really, it's not the pshat. It's only a homily, but it means that 1 out of 5 left, and 4/5 died during the 3 days of darkness. So let's look at what the Heilige Zayde, the Maharal, Miprag Schusi Galeno Val Kol Yisrael Amen, Zoktir Lamazain, Davar Acher. So he only looks at the second opinion. Mipnei Shehuksha Al Pshat Kosov. The reason why we have to have this homily is because there's a question on the simple meaning of the scripture. Because my chamushim alu, it should have said that they traveled chamushim, that they traveled armed. Why does it say that they rose up chamushim? El lekach tala b'tziyasam l'michtav chamushim alu. Meaning, what's the difference if they traveled or they left Egypt? Meaning they went up, meaning they left Egypt. Alaymer ki echad mechamisha chalachem yatzu. That it's talking, meaning, as far as the issue of the Exodus, so therefore the scripture is begging a homiletical interpretation, because only one out of echad mechamisha chalachem yatzu, only one out of 5 portions left Egypt, meaning only 20% survived, and there was 40% who died in the. What is this guy? He's wearing like a Chinese hat. Like, I don't know. What is that?
That's a rice hat.
It's a rice hat. I know, but like, this is interesting. I'm not being racist. Anyway.
It's racist, not racist.
There you go. So anyway, based on this, I wanted to share from there's these 2 pshatim in Rashi, but I heard from someone who we lost a few weeks ago, Rav Mattisyahu Solomon, Zechusi Galenu, Hareni Kaparis Mishkavo. I only ever remember actually seeing him in person one time, and this is what I heard from him at that time. He came to Queens for a fundraiser for Yad La'achim, the Mashgiach, and he said, Rav Mattisyahu, and he said, he was a big tzaddik, and he said that, he said these 2 pshatim in Rashi, that either chamushim means they were armed, or it means that 1 out of 5 left, or the other interpretation of chamushim is that there was, which is the Targum Yonason, is that there was 5 extra that left. So what's the 5 extra? So Rav Mattisyahu said, that it's all 3 are true. That indeed 1 out of 5 died in the plague of darkness, but the children, they didn't deserve to die. So only the adults died. I mean, it's not 1 out of 5. 4 out of 5 died in the plague of darkness. So only 1/5 survived. The children didn't deserve to die. So therefore, there were a lot of orphans. So all of the families adopted 5 orphans. And so therefore, that means both were true, that 1 out of 5 and 5 extra. And that was the Kli Zayin. That was the weapons. Wasn't the physical weapons, the swords, even all right, they had swords and spears and shields, I guess. Maybe yes, maybe no, who knows? I mean, they had to have swords because it's mentioned in the scripture that they had swords, Lefi Charef, and they had to. But what was the real weapon? Was the mitzvah that they adopted these orphans. That was what protected them. Thank you for watching. God bless. Please like, share, and subscribe. Have a good Shabbos, everybody. We love you. See you later. All right. Again, and that's what I heard from Rav Mattisyahu Solomon, and that was the pshat there, and what we were saying about Yad La'achim, helping people, All right.